pre-calculus homework for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2014. Question number 1. It says, find the coordinates of points A through I. So where's point A? It's right here. A has the ordered pair -3, 3. Because to get to this point, you go 3 to the left and 3 up. B looks like it's about -1.53. C is about -2.5, 0. E, point E is right here. That would be 0, 2. F is the origin, 0, 0. G is 2, 0. H is 3, 1. And I is 3, -1. The next question, number 3. Find the coordinate of point P. P is the point that it lies 3 units above the x-axis. So let's draw the x and y axis. Here's your x-axis. Here's your y-axis. So it's saying it's 3 units above the x-axis, throws 3 above that, and it's on the same vertical line as -6, 7. Well, here's -6, and here's 7. So what would be the ordered pair if it were 3 units above the x-axis? It would be right here, and this ordered pair would be -6, 3. So this ordered pair is point P. So it's 3 above. 1, 2, 3. Question number 5. It says P lies 4 units to the right of the y-axis. So here's your y-axis. So you've got to go 4 units this way. And its y-coordinate is half of its x-coordinate. So the y value, so it's 4 units this way, but the x value, the y value is half of that x value. So your point would be 4, 2. So this point is 4 units to the right, and the y is half of the x, 4, 2. Number 7, how do you create a scatter plot given this data? What they are doing here is they are showing you sales in thousands of personal digit video recorders. Where x, this is your x value, x is your year, y is your sales. They're starting with, instead of 2,000, 0 is your x value. So this would be 1, this would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, these are sales in thousands. So when you do your x and y axis, make sure you label, so x is going to be year, 0 would represent the year 2000, 1 would represent 2001, 2 would be representing 2002, 3, 4, and 5. That's all we have to go to. Now, sales, it looks like it's going, we could probably start with 0 and go by 100. So 100, 200, 300, 400, and we have to go up to 500. So we have sales, and you should write in thousands, and that's the year. Label your x and y. You should write in thousands. So how would you plot this point, 0, 257? You're going to go over 0 and up about 257. Now, you're not going to be, this is 250, so I would just go put a dot right there. That's a scatter plot, when you just put points for each of these ordered pairs. So 129 over the year 2001, up 129. 2002, we're going to go up 143, which is a little higher. This is not the best scatter plot, but it's okay. 3, 214. 4, 315. And 5, 485. There's your scatter plot. It just shows a trend. So sales, as for the most part, is going up. It did go down this year and then went up. Next one. The graph, which is based on data from the U.S. Department of Energy, shows approximate average gasoline prices in cents per gallon between 1985 and 1996, where 0 is the year 1985. So this is 85, so this is 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, and this is 96. So these numbers represent the year. So 0 is 1985. Okay, so now we want to answer these questions. Estimate the average price in 1987 and in 1995. So where is 87? It's right here. So we want to go up, and I would guess that that's about, this is 80 and this is 100, so that's 90, I would say 94 cents. So it's 94 cents in 1987, and in 1995, that looks like it's about $1.19. Now you may be off a little bit, but that's okay. For B, what was the approximate percent increase? So obviously from 1985 to 1996, it went up in price. They want the percentage increase. When you do percent increase or decrease, what you do is you subtract these two numbers and you divide by the original. So you're going to do 1.19 minus 0.94 and divide that by the original. When you do this math, you get 0.266. To convert this to a percent, you're going to move the decimal 2 places over. So it's about 26.6%. And in what year was the average price at least, if not more, $1.10? So you're going to look at, here's $1.10 right here. So we want these years. We want all of these years. What are these years? It looks like from this year, which is 1985, it was above. And from the year 1989, this is, well, it would be after the year 1989. So you could say from 1990 to 1996. It was above. It was exactly. So if they're asking you if it was at least, it's not really that year. It has to be, it's after, I would say after the year 1989. That page. Okay, for A, it says if the first coordinate of a point is greater than 3, so if the first coordinate of a point is greater than 3, and its second coordinate is negative, so if the first point has to be bigger than 3, you're in one of these two quadrants, these two right here. But out of these two, which one is the second one negative? It's this quadrant, so you're in 4. So it's not this one, it's this one, so quadrant 4. For B, what is the answer to part A if the first coordinate is less than 3? Well, if it's less than 3, you're in quadrant 3 or 4, so you can be in one of these two quadrants, 3 or 4. So if the first point is greater than 3 and the second one is negative, you could be in this all the way here. So 3 and 4. Next one, 13. Plot the points 3, 2, 4, 1, negative 2, 3, and negative 5, 4. So let's just sketch a coordinate plane. Where is 3, 2? Here's 3, 2. Here's 4, negative 1. Negative 2, 3. And negative 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 4. Now, they want you to change the sign of the y-coordinate. So in other words, instead of graphing 3, 2, I want you to graph 3, negative 2. Instead of graphing, so what happened here? From this point to this point is flipped over the x-axis. The next point would be 4, positive 1. So this negative 1 would go up here. So this point is mirrored over the x-axis. Negative 2, 3, you're going to go negative 2, negative 3, which is right here. And negative 5, instead of negative 4, you're going to do positive 4. So this point is mirrored. So explain how these points are related graphically. They are mirrored over the x-axis, so they are a reflection over the x-axis. Number 15, this is a relation. Determine whether or not this could be a function. Are any x values repeated? No, they are not, so yes, this is a function. But for 17, we have 2 negative 5s here for this x, so this would not be a function. 25, state the domain. Now, this picture's not very good. We're going to say this is a closed circle, and we're going to say that this is a closed circle right here. They're both closed. I don't see any open circles. So the domain, in interval notation, it's going to go, the x value goes from negative 3 to 3. And we use brackets. In the range, the up and down, the smallest y value is negative 4, and the largest y value is 3. And we're using brackets for these. 29, state the output for these inputs. So these are the x values. So when you have x is negative 2, what y value do you get? So you go over to negative 2 and you get negative 1. 0 goes to 3. So here's 0. We're going to go to 3. 1 goes to 2. 2.5, so 2.5, it looks like it's about negative 1. And negative 1.5, we're going to say over 1.5, that would be 0 right there. And the last question, which these answers are not in the back of the book, find the indicated value of the function by hand and by using the table feature on a calculator. We're not going to do the calculator, but we're just going to plug, these are your x values. So if you put for A, if you plug negative 2 in here, you get negative 2 plus 4 minus 2. This gives you square root of 2 minus 2. That's an exact value. That's an exact answer. For B, when you plug 0 in here, well, 0 plus 4 is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2, and 2 minus 2 is 0. For C, 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, so we get the square root of 8 minus 2. Some of you may want to simplify it as root 2 minus 2, 2 root 2 minus 2. For D, if you plug a 5 in here, 5 plus 4 is 9, the square root of 9 is 3, and 3 minus 2 is 1. We do that in our head. And for E, 12. 12 plus 4 is 16, Square root of 16 is 4, 4 minus 2, and I'll write that out for you. So we have 12 plus 4, which is square root of 16. 4 minus 2 is 2. So the answer to E is 2. That concludes Wednesday's homework.